Good evening, I'm Amanda Gomez.
And I'm Tim Callahan. Todd and Jackie have the night off. A historic rail line near Taft is being refurbished so it can once again serve the purpose it was built for. 23 ABC's Chris Ornelas tells us about the history and the future of the Sunset Rail Line.
This piece of track southeast of Taft is getting all new rail, and it needs it.
It had rail that was 75-pound rail, which is small rail. We're putting 136-pound, which is bigger rail.
Some of the rails here are stamped with dates from the early 1900s. That's when the Sunset Line was first built. This is an old section of track here that's been ripped out. Now, the workers on this project say they have found rail that's more than 100 years old.
To me, it's amazing that we're still finding Carnegie steel on the line. So, I mean, you don't see that often.
The railroad was critical to making Kern County's oil fields profitable. The first attempts to take advantage of the West Side's oil-rich land in the 1800s didn't go so well.
They refined it and they did indeed get kerosene, but they couldn't economically get it out of the valley, so it failed.
When the railroad came in the early 1900s, oil made the Sunset Line a moneymaker.
It was probably one of the most profitable lines in the country.
For better or for worse, the Sunset Rail Line was critical to Taft's early survival.
At one small period of time, they brought the drinking water in the same tanking cars that they took the oil out, which must have been really awful.
The line stopped passenger service in the 1960s, and most freight stopped in the 70s. Now millions are being poured back into a 19-mile-long stretch of the Sunset Line so it can once again transport petroleum.
It will serve a facility that they're building right by South Lake. It's going to be an oil facility. The
facility still under construction will be a transfer station to send crude oil by pipeline to refineries in Southern and Northern California. Chris Ornelas, 23 ABC.